Goldma viewers, welcome back again. And today I have someone in the hot seat who you all know if you've watched any of our videos. She's an amazing moderator. She brings a lot of spunk and a lot of life to Goldma and Goldma content. So today we're just going to dig a little deeper and get to know Nyarai a little better. So hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Why do you look so serious? As the Joker would say, why so serious?
I guess it's different, being on the other side is
Right.
nice. I could get used to this.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well,
Status.
my full name is Nyarai and I am 2010 years of age, and I studied international relations and I double majored with criminology, and I also did a minor in media studies. I stayed in South Africa briefly and now I'm here.
Okay. And how would you say, you're very, very, very educated, and how would you say that has lent to your current role and what you're doing right now?
Oh, the amazing thing is I didn't know what I had after I qualified, because I had so many challenges in terms of finding something that makes me happy, pays me well, and something that I can spread my wings and like really fly. Because truth be told, the kind of training that I got and the education just equipped me for a whole lot of things. So it's not really a specific role that I had in mind, but I could literally fit into any sector just based on the education that I had gotten. So like different stuff. And I remember I used to try out different electives. I'll try arts, I'll try communications and media studies. I did a sequence in psychology, just to have a vast basket of knowledge that I can use as an option. And it never really made sense for me then, but now I really, really appreciate that I got a chance to do that, because it prepared me for this role.
So do you feel like you found your niche?
I believe so, yeah.
And what brought you to Goldma?
When Mr. J was about to start operations, he told me about it. He sort of downplayed it. It's like, yeah, I kind of have this thing that I'm going to do. And, I think you could fit in, But then I used to say like, oh, okay. Yeah, well, he just told me about it. But I didn't quite understand.
Right.
But I was at a point in my life where I was just so hungry for success. I was like, whatever he's talking about, I don't care how difficult it is, I'm going to have to learn it and I will do it. So when I finally came here, and then I remember you were the firstborn of the company. And then like by that time you'd done a bit of studying, and I felt a bit overwhelmed, like, oh gosh, I know nothing. I kind of panicked until gradually I started learning, and I realized you never do stop learning. We're still learning to this day. And
You don't. I mean,
yeah.
I've been here longer than you, but only by like a week or so. But even people who I've been here longer than for a couple of months, say, sometimes overwhelm me with their knowledge, and vice versa, because there's always new things to be learned.
Yeah.
There's always new angles to come at things from.
Yeah.
So it's challenging, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is. I think that's the word for it. It gives you, it drives you to want to absorb more information.
Exactly. Yeah. So our viewers tend to see you moderating a lot.
Yeah.
What would, if anything, what else would you like them to know about you as a person, or in terms of your role here at Goldma? Because it's not just the moderation that you do.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
Well, I write a lot of content. I like putting things down on paper rather than speaking, because I feel like sometimes I run out of the words to express when I'm vocalizing. But when somehow I'm on paper, I have time to rethink things and sort of criticize myself and say, okay, what should I do different? And I always try and, confuse the reader a little bit. Like, have something that's a bit cryptic, like since we're all in crypto and all. I'm kidding. But I like to
maybe challenge the reader.
Yeah.
To think.
Yeah, critically.
Beyond. Yeah.
And I just love being able to put it on paper. I don't know why that gives me a thrill to write it down as opposed to speaking. But I also think it's easier when someone doesn't get to see the person behind the ideas and just the ideas.
Right.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I do, a bit of admin and just day to day. Anything, actually, let me just say, I'm willing to do anything that can help the company. And that's me.
Now, I've noticed you're very passionate about corporate social responsibility.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Goldma and the social responsibility that we carry as a business, as a company, how does that fall in line with your own personal value system?
Oh yeah, that's a very good question. I think that is my main motivation for everything that I do. I don't want to exist in vain, to just have my gravestone written, there lies Nyarai, she lived, and full stop. I really love the concept of leaving a footprint, not just for me when I'm dead, but to inspire people. And that's what Goldma is as a corporation. They are trying to be more than something that's about profit. It's really about taking people's lives from the lowest of places and giving them something to live for.
Exactly.
And that's something that I love. It shows that it's an all-rounder, and that's I'd say it goes hand in hand with my personal convictions. And that's what I love about it. And I'm very passionate about having us as a collective, as Zimbabweans, as Africans, and just as earthly beings in general, being able to think of ways to take other people out of poverty, because ultimately that is our worst enemy, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's deep and beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing with us. And folks, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you see a different side of this beautiful human being that you haven't seen through our regular content.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Bye.